if you own food stamps, but you don't have food stamps, try to be first in line to that church, because when I say the food runs out fast, trust and believe. I don't see it for my own eyes. The food runs out faster than you think. You have people still in line and they'll never get no food, at least for that day. Let's get into the story. And this comes from Atlanta. I need some stories in Florida so I can, help my people out over here. But I'm letting y'all know what's going on across the world. I'm just trying to make sure we good. All right, let's go.
Another big story, the battle over SNAP funding has hit another roadblock. Overnight, the Supreme Court granted the Trump administration's appeal to temporarily block an order to fully fund SNAP payments. Thursday, a judge gave the administration until Friday to make those payments, but the Supreme Court says the First Circuit Court needs time to review the order. Nearly 42 million Americans, including...
So what I just heard, I didn't hear it in the last news search that I was looking up, but they said the Supreme Court is on Trump's side and they need to review everything that's going on. So it's the Supreme Court that temporarily paused the SNAP benefits from what I'm seeing right now. It ain't just the Democrats and the Republicans. It's the judges too, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all know what's going on out here.
1.4 million Georgians rely on SNAP benefits to buy groceries each month. We've reached out to Georgia officials to ask for any clarity there. And with the government shutdown and uncertainty of when SNAP benefits will be fully restored, a church here in Atlanta ramped up its efforts to feed those in need. Fox 5's Kim Leffler talked with those who were able to receive the free food. They're calling it a blessing.
The church plans to feed about 5 times as many people as they normally do through this food drive Saturday. And church leaders say the goal is to provide some hope in a time of uncertainty.
Chicken on the way.
Now, I want to say, too, if y'all been going to these churches, giving y'all money and, trying to make sure y'all pay y'all tithes every Sunday, each and every Sunday, you showing up, you in a choir, you a deacon, you doing what you supposed to do. And your church can't even give you no food in these hard times. And they got a nice church. I'm not saying, some churches, they still trying to build up. But if you go to a church and y'all know they can give away some stuff, in these hard times, you're not getting anything, maybe time to relocate. I'm just saying. Because if the preacher looking good every day, he coming up in that, a Mercedes Benz, the preacher car looking good, clothes looking good, his wife looking good. But yet, y'all out here complaining that you might not have a good Thanksgiving, that you don't know where you're going to get your food from because the SNAP benefits might not hit. Listen, you better rethink about where you're going at, because the preacher know what he going to eat on Thanksgiving. The preacher know he going to have them pies. You know what I'm saying? The pound cakes, the collard greens. We could keep going. The turkey, the ham. The preacher going to have all that. And if you don't get none, he better invite you to the house. I'm just saying. Rethink what you're doing right now. I love what this preacher doing right here, because they're giving away some food, and I can see the boxes in the background. They fully loaded right now, and they making sure they support their people. It's the type of stuff I want to see right now for those who've been going to church for years, and y'all thinking to yourself that y'all shouldn't be struggling right now because the church should have y'all back. I think they should too. Let's keep it going, especially the members who've been going there for a long time. Y'all should be the first ones with a box.
Hey, my girl.
At Elizabeth Baptist Church Saturday, the line of cars stretched as far as the eye could see. Each family receiving a week's worth of food.
And I think this a blessing.
Daphne Greer is one of over 1 million people in Georgia who receive SNAP benefits. She says getting this food gives her peace of mind as she waits for payments to be fully restored.
They give me peace. I can wake up and I got a meal to eat.
This is just one of 4 locations hosting this food drive. The church partnered with World Vision to make this possible and plans to feed about 5,000 people.
A lot of what is happening right now in our
5,000 people. You hear that? They got plans to feed over 5,000 people. Now, you can't tell me that's not a good thing for this church. Mind you, it's not food for one day, which is the Thanksgiving I was talking about. They are giving away food for the entire week. You know how much of a blessing that is? Especially for somebody who can't work, somebody who disabled, some people who looking out for these food stamps, but they like, yo, I can't get it. But if you go to this church, mind you, if I have the link or where they have the locations that I will put it in the description. But if I don't, listen, you got to do your due diligence because y'all know it's out here. I love what he's doing right now. I think this is the preacher right here too.
Our world, and especially as it relates to our economy and the government having been shut down, we decided that if there's ever a time that the church must not just have church but be the church, it is certainly during this particular time. The income from a financial perspective is real.
Come on, Nat. I just said that. If this is for the time for the church to be a church, this is the time. Y'all been showing up. It's time for them to show out. I'm just saying, people. Y'all need to understand these people have been showing up for a while. And yet, a lot of people not going to get their snaps. A lot of people not going to get the money. But this is the time for the church to show up and make sure they give out what they're supposed to give out if you are at a good church. But like I say, they're going to be at 4 locations. I do not know the other locations, but if I do find out, it will be in the description, y'all. But this is for the time. This is the time for the church to show out right now. Show the members of the church that they with them, no matter what.
And not just a financial perspective, but just based upon the sheer numbers of people that we're serving, even food insecurity is real.
For many here, the cost of food is stretching their budgets thin.
What I used to pay for $50 is now like $100 or more.
And Pastor Oliver hopes everyone who got food Saturday leaves with more than just their next meal, but also with faith and optimism about what's next. He says they also are expanding their food pantry hours during this time to continue to support anyone in need.
My message is a message of hope. It is a message of faith. It is a message even to those that it is our time to step up.
We'll have more information about additional ways to get free food through the church here posted for you on our website, fox5atlanta.com. In Atlanta, Kim Luffler, Fox 5 News.
All right, Kim, thanks so much. And if you or your family, you're in need during this shutdown, you need some support, we have a list of resources on our website. We invite you to head to Fox 5 Atlanta.
So if you go to Fox 5, if you live in Atlanta, go to the Fox 5 website, and they have some resources that you can look up and make sure that y'all know where they're giving out food next. I think this is a great thing. So I'm going to make sure I look around in Florida for some stories and for some churches that's giving away some food. That way I can make sure y'all, the people around where I live at, y'all know where to go at. But I'm telling y'all, show up, because I know they said they feeding 5,000 families. Mind you, this is 4 different locations, so they have to break it down. If you don't show up first and you think you're going to get it because you coming an hour late or you have to do something, chances are you're not going to get anything. I'm letting you know. A lot of people think that most people won't show up, that they're going to have time. And a lot of people out here really not that hungry because you see it on the news and it's not like that in real life. Trust and believe it's like that in real life. I tell y'all, repossessions are up. People can't find a job. SNAP's not going through. People can't pay their rent. A lot of people losing their houses right now. And y'all think these people ain't showing up to get food? You must be out of your mind. I'm telling y'all, when you see a note saying they're giving away food or a church that's giving away food, make sure you're there on time. Don't act like you're too proud to beg because you're not begging. This is a time of need. Everybody needs a helping hand. You get what I'm saying? I'm looking at my fridge. I may need a helping hand. You get what I'm saying? You may see me at one of them things trying to find out where I'm gonna get some food from. But listen, y'all make sure y'all do y'all due diligence, show up, do what you gotta do, and listen, take it to the next level. And don't depend on the government too much. That's the main thing. Because if you depending on another man to feed you, especially the government, listen, they're gonna control your life however they can control you. They're gonna tell you how much you should make, tell you who could be in the house, tell you where you can work. I'm telling y'all, learn how to work together as people, and that way you could build yourself up and build something greater and not depend on the system that's trying to control you. Because you see a lot of people out here right now, they not getting paid, they losing their cars, They can't pay rent. And those people, you know, I see that my bank came through talking about, hey, if you can be furloughed off your job, you can get an extension on whatever you got going on. Either you got a credit card payment or whatever, but at the same time, you still got to make them payments. You get what I'm saying? And every bill collector is not doing that. Because some car payments like, yo, we don't care what you're going through. We still need that money. Because they got bills to pay also. So I'm letting y'all know. Listen, stop depending on the government. Get up, work hard, read some books, get smart, think big, and try to create something for yourself. You can't depend on the government for so long. All right? Learn to work together. It's your guy, Rich Uncle Mike. Until the next time, appreciate y'all and love y'all. Peace out.